We are starting on the bottom side of the 70 Mustang hood here, and we are running a different intake, so we won't have the same air cleaner set up. So we are going to remove the structure here. I've got a couple of lines. I'm just going to cut this lower structure out, and there won't be any rebuilding I'll need to do here, but then we are also going to delete this vent, so I will have to flatten this off to the surface and then refill that hole when I get there. But until then, I guess let's start cutting.
Just getting that glue to pop without, it's like cut a little bit, pry a little bit,
Try to get the glue to pop up.
Yeah, so there's a...
What they've got is what looks like a two-part glue that they'll put on and mix with the resin, and you can kind of see where it's glued in there. If you can get it, you can fracture the skin layer of fiberglass, and it'll pull that, and hopefully it won't break too much, but I can cut into that to weaken, I'll take a cut-off wheel or something to weaken that a little bit, just to slice into it just enough to get it to break free without having to replace too much. So.
Just slow going. Yay!
There it is.
Throw it in the trash. All right.
That's very, very not bad. Just a little bit of fracturing in the parent substrate. I'll just have to resaturate this. I won't have to relay anything. This tore from the piece I just took off, and all these fibers are from the piece I just took off, so I don't have to restore that. Yeah, clean that up, fill that hole, and she's done.
And we're going to be plugging this hole.
Yeah, we plug this hole.
To make these holes smaller.
Yeah.
These nostrils.
Yeah, and I don't know.
This is what you were saying yesterday, is these holes are so big you can just stare at the core support over here. So we're going to go with a smaller nostril like on the sides here.
Yeah, so this one will be gone.
That's all going to be flush.
Yeah, this one will be flat and gone. And then we're going to narrow these up, keep them from being so deep, and then square. We're going to take away the character shape, and we're just going to make it shaped like that in the back. So then we'll just have two big vent runners as ventilation air in and out.
Ah, gotcha. That look cool.
And then this will be gone. These will be gone. And it's like, it's pretty strong considering there's no.
Yeah.
I mean, there's metal that reflects more than that on the hood.
You got to brace the underside?
Maybe. When we get it all in place and get this, because I'll lay more fiberglass in here. I could just rib it. Oh, think I'll get it prepped and ready to lay, and then make that decision when I get there.
How many layers do you think it'll take to fill that?
So I'm only doing 2 on this side. I'm going to turn it over and push it so it'll sink to this level and then let it set up, and I'm going to have to come in and do it on the inside, and I'll do 2 more layers there too. And so I think 4 layers will be plenty. Ow! Something's sharp. And it's still in me.
Watch your fingers. So what's the heat do?
So the heat is just a way to set this up faster. It starts and ignites the cross-link pattern between the hardener and the resin, and it'll set it up and it'll harden a lot faster for me.
So what we are doing is we are modifying the hood of the 70 Mustang. It's the typical Shelby shape, that snorkel that comes in, but we're going to modify it. And so what we decided to do is take the fenders here and recreate this little side scoop with the straight edges and graft it into the hood to make 2 kind of straighter looking deals. So what I did is, take a quick little paper just to get an idea of what we're after. So instead of having the shapes that come in like a snake kind of cobra hood, it'll be a little bit straighter, a little bit more custom. And so what I did yesterday is go ahead and I sanded and prepped this out to about 3,000, ran a buffing wheel over it just to clean it up. I filled the hole, because there should be a hole here. Then I sprayed it with PVA, which is polyvinyl alcohol, which aids in the release of the mold. We got Pardol, which is mold release wax that you put in there. And then you just basically lay fiberglass on it and let it set up. It was upright and propped, and this is what we come out like. We got a frame, so we'll be able to then, we'll make a mold off of this to then graft into the hood. And we'll have to do the same thing to that fender to get the other side of the hood. And so then we'll have 4 matching scoops going across the front of the car instead of having the cobra shaped scoop. It'll be a little bit more custom. You won't think Shelby right off the bat. It'll be a little bit more a little different, a little bit more one of a kind. I don't think anybody else is going to have a hood like this, because we closed up the center and we got rid of the hood pins too. So it's a Shelby hood, but it'll be a completely custom hood. So yeah, now I'll show you how I did this one on that one. So this is our resin. It's a polyester resin. It mixes at, where's my cup going? It mixes at 1.25% with this MEK here.
It's always easier to pour from a small container.
Three.
What is that, like an activator or something?
Yep, this is the hardener.
Yeah, the line up is high.
So I've got the piece out of the mold and cut to fit. I narrowed it a little bit to fall within the shape that we want. I've just got some sight lines laid out to make sure I've got the edge, the center of the rear vent to be able to match it up with the front vent. And it came out a little too wide, so I had to narrow it a little bit. But then yeah, we'll rough glass this outer perimeter in, flip it over, finish the bottom side, and then flip it back over, shape it how we need to out here, and tidy it up. It's got like rough aluminum forms on to kind of hold it where I want it. Now we'll do the same thing to this side and then glass them together. It's starting to take shape. It'll be a solid piece by the end of the day.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more build videos like this, help us out by liking, commenting, and subscribing to our channel. And it's a little thing to do, but don't forget to turn on those notifications. If you want to buy merch, go to store.classiccarstudio.com. See you next time.